I just scrolled through the AOC resign hashtag and cannot figure out what she did to piss off so many anime characters. Just wait, it'll be the stink heard around the world. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into r/justneckbeardthings, and if you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, in addition to showering on a regular basis because hygiene is awesome, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys are not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Wanting a strong woman is a sign of homosexuality. Any masculine man wants a submissive woman. Fellas, is a gator like strong woman? Really? It depends on what you mean by strong. To desire a woman who can physically beat you in combat is gay. To desire a woman who is strong that can endure life with you is not gay. There's your nuanced high IQ take. I think you mean nuanced high IQ take. So, liking women is gay and you consider this both nuanced and a high IQ. There really does happen to be an inaccuracy account thing when it comes to people trying to figure out how many brain cells they got working today, because I know for a fact so many people got that number wrong. Also, look, if the one thing you got in common also with the person that you happen to be dating is that you can pick the other person up, I think that's also a fantastic icebreaker in the matter too. So I don't really have to ask, what is exactly wrong with a woman being strong? Ain't no thing about that is wrong. That, and also I have no idea what it is about that flustering feeling, but there's like just a little bit of like, okay, I'm fine with this. The four goats of the generation. Honestly, the only person on this I recognize is Tate. The other guys I don't know, but if this dude sneezes, I'm hitting the deck. A rubber would have prevented this post. This also proves that if we had time travel, we would not be able to have a solid timeline because everybody and their mother would be looking to see how their kids turn out and then automatically go back on the decision, so we wouldn't actually have a solid timeline because it would keep on changing. Backyard Betties, food, taties, and Rose make the day go round. Or is that Rose? I don't know. The same thing that was the power level of Black Goku. Jealous. Say, would you ladies like to learn something interesting? School may not be in session, but that doesn't mean you can't learn. You see, there is something called the post-shoot-and-magoo-madood refractory period, which is the recovery phase after an organism during which it is psychologically impossible for a man to have additional ones. But get this, there is no such recovery phrase when the male is introduced to a new female lewd partner immediately post-coitus. So, what I'm trying to say here is, well, I guess I'll have to dumb it down for you. If the five of us hung out, then, well, we would have a pretty good time. A winky face. Okay, first off, dingus, that is not how post-nut clarity works, as it does not have an override if you just happen to restart it with another person. Secondly, that might be a lesson, but ain't nobody asked you to be the teacher. Plus, also, you posted this on a post that has absolutely jackwad nothing to do with what you were saying. It's just stupid. It's so weird. Why would you do that? That's not even on a related post. That's like that one dingwit that actually tried to say, I don't like your video. Take your video down because it had something I don't like in it. It was on a comment on my streaming Twitter's clip account. That has absolutely nothing to do with the situation. Don't think you can introduce it and change the subject. Today, my father entered my chamber and tried to give me fatherly advice on what I should do with my life. The ironic thing is, as an age kin, I'm at least twice as old as he. It made me smile because never had I wanted to say, oh my sweet summer child, more in that moment. Yes, but you do kind of need to realize you cannot declare yourself an age and then automatically think you are a wiser. I could definitely say, as somebody who's worked in retail, I've had people that are younger than me that are a lot more mature than people that are twice as old as me. I can guarantee you that. Stupid does not have an age restriction. Certainly does try to act like it does, though. How to never get laid. Step 1, misogyny. Video games aren't about getting laid. Better without women as a distraction. The truth hurts. So, you're saying the truth is that women on the internet distract you? Women are always a distraction in men's places, and who dictated that video games were explicitly a men thing? Plus, also, let's just be honest, dude just admitted he sucks at multitasking. You know for a fact, anybody with common sense and general motor skills, you can definitely smash while playing Smash. So as a licensed professional in the sense of dum-dums, might I prescribe that you have been diagnosed with skill issue. Times I messed up by ordering shimaidon rather than oyakodon at a Japanese restaurant. Hold up, I'm so confused. I just had to look up both of those words, and that first one, Don't look it up if you're not in incognito mode. So, I'm in Japan for a vacation with a friend who speaks fluent Japanese. I, on the other hand, only know Japanese from weeb sources. Okay, PSA, first tip, I've said this countless times in the past, never get your language skills from anime. Despite this, I was eager to try communicate as much as I could, so when we went to a local restaurant, my friend ordered in fluent Japanese, and so I wanted to follow suit. Shimaidon onegai shimasu, I confidently exclaimed towards the waitress. Suddenly, the entire restaurant goes quiet. A few neighboring tables turn their heads, and my friend looks at me as if I'm the biggest idiot in the world. Yeah, cause he's frickin' right. And the waitress clearly was trying to hold back her laughter. After a solid 5 seconds of thinking, I finally realized I was supposed to ask for an oyakadon. Okay, look, I know my pronunciation on some words when it comes to Japanese written in English is not the best, but at least I'm not this dingus asking for 2 sisters. For context, oyakadon is a chicken and egg dish served on top of rice. Shimaidon is something else entirely. Yeah, no, if you haven't picked it up, that's basically, I think I've already described it on this post, but if you need to, go on incognito mode, just look up the definition, and then you'll be able to be all settled there. But stuff like this is very much why I always highly recommend that if you're going to a place where English is not the first language of that country, get a language book. Do not just think you can watch anime, and just because you can watch the episodes without subtitles does not mean you're good to walk around town and speak Japanese. You cannot speak Japanese. You just memorize a script. Like I've said in the past, if you get your language skills from anime, you're only going to have one skill, being able to say idiot and titty real well. Okay, look, something just keeps on catching my eye, and no, it is not the cherry blossoms on the side. That's actually something that can be done really well on a vehicle, just not, you never expect to see it on a Crown Vic, not the waifu hunters at the top. Everybody's pretty much numb to that at the point. Me, the thing that's getting in my head and that has me a little upsetty spaghetti is the damn AutoZone hood vent that you know for a fact is like 13 bucks they sell in the store and is just held on by a piece of tape. That's the real eyesore, and the matter and effect is I see this crap around town so much. Hard to swallow pills. If you can afford to play Magic the Gathering, you can afford soap. Look, I'm gonna be honest here. If you want to make a pill easier to swallow, turn it into a suppository. Also, just change the word Magic the Gathering to Yu-Gi-Oh! And, yeah, you got my locals, because I'm fairly certain if my locals is not one of the main ones, it done be one of the obvious reasons as to why Konami implemented the shower rule. If I gotta pay $350 for a playset of 3 good cards, then you should have to shower before you can come in. But also, the game being power-corrupted shit is also one of the reasons I've kind of just stopped going to my actual locals and more so just stay on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. If I'm going to get negated to all hell, I'd rather not be broke. The caption said Japan plus Mountain Dew plus Cheetos, and honestly though, Japanese food I very much am curious about because of all the weird combinations in it all. So like, I'm a little hesitant, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious. I mean, then again, also Japan has something along the lines of like a turkey dinner Kit Kat, so that I'm just kind of hesitant to, but like I said before, I'm still curious. I'll try it at least once. While travel to Japan likely isn't on anyone's radar right now, this is a great deal if it's on yours. Look, maybe they know the market, maybe it's Maybelline, but also I'm fairly certain that Japan is well versed in what neckbeards look like, because I just got flashbacks to one anime scene real quick. So anybody that's ever been any curious about that, yes, Japan is well aware. Japan's PC gaming market doubles in size in 3 years. Yes, Japan, join us. Welcome to modern world Japan. I know this isn't meant to be condescending, but you do know Japan didn't really have a PC gaming culture for a bit more complicated reasons than just not being modern, right? For a lot of people, it wasn't practical because space is a premium in the country. Living spaces is heck tight at times, so even a dedicated console area isn't always possible. It's one of the reasons why portable gaming experiences always dominated the Japanese market. The 3DS, the PSP, the Vita, and now mobile phone games. They beat out most other forms of gaming because most people in Japan could play on their way to school or work. You see it on the train or subway all the time. Granted, there are other reasons for it too, like desktop PCs traditionally being seen as a work device, a lack of interest in traditionally PC genres, and other factors that can be attributed to what can be called outdated sentiments, I guess.
But I guess the gist is that the PC gaming situation has always been a bit complicated in that country.
LMAO, I am literally Japanese. I don't need to be lectured about my own culture by a dude with an anime profile picture. Yeah, I know the anime profile picture thing is kind of old and used up by now, but it certainly don't help anybody's case when it comes up anyway. Plus also, I'm fairly certain Nintendo is one of the reasons that the handheld gaming market is so good there, because they have a whole bunch of games that they haven't even imported over to the US, and yes, very much saving space is very much something there, because in a lot of cases for a lot of buildings, and a couple of the buildings I very much want to go to, when you run out of left and right and forward spaces, you go upwards, and that's why we got those 3-story arcade buildings that I very much want to check out one day. But with that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.